This is big breaking emergency news. The Ohio governor has now declared an emergency situation inside of Springfield, Ohio, where they have been overwhelmed with over 20,000 migrants that have entered the city. This is the response that the governor has given. He is now sending in hundreds of state troopers and patrol to deal with the crime and deal with the traffic situation there as well too. We also have citizens talking at city council, another city council, and saying that their family members are losing their lives from the traffic situation in Springfield. It's so bad, and there's so many people that do not know how to drive that have cars. It's causing major issues. So let's get into all the details here. Really quick, guys, please just hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos a day, keeping you guys updated on all this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. So this is a report that was just issued by the Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. He issued this report. It's called Governor DeWine Announces Healthcare Public Safety Support for Springfield and Clark County. Right? That is what he just announced, and he's sending in hundreds of Ohio state troopers into the city, and he's sending in millions and funding as well to help deal with the situation. We'll get to more details of that in just a second, but I want you guys to listen to this city council member. It's a woman that went to the city council. She's not a member, sorry, but she went to the city council and was speaking there, and she was giving her story of what's going on. I want you to listen to this because this is tragic, and she has lost family members from this crisis that is overwhelming Springfield and also tons of other cities around the country right now as well too. All right, listen to this firsthand account of what's going on in Springfield.
Everyone is talking about the death of ducks and cats in this town, but I'd like to talk about the death of one very special person, my mother-in-law, Kathy Heaton. On December 1st, I received a phone call that changed my life forever. She was collecting her trash can from her driveway when a car struck and killed her instantly. A task she had done over 2,000 times, spanning 4 decades in Springfield. That morning, though, a Haitian immigrant was allegedly driving recklessly when he struck and killed her. I say allegedly because to this day, there's been no punishment, not even for the expired tags on the vehicle he was driving. Months before she was killed, I began noticing the reckless driving and complete disregard for our driving laws by some members of the Haitian community. It made me angry. But now my anger has turned to fear for the safety of my family and the citizens of Springfield. I'd been to Haiti 14 years ago. My husband and I went, and it was my first time in a third world country. I sobbed when I saw the poverty living there, and I have great empathy and compassion for them, longing for a safe place to call home. But 14 years later, I'm living in fear in my own city. It's not safe. I am paralyzed with anxiety when I'm getting my children out of the car in any parking lot, walking on any sidewalk, and driving on any road in this town. I'm haunted by the faces I saw when I had to bear the news to my children and husband that she was dead. Their grandmother, the very person who tucked my 7-year-old twins into bed just 6 hours before on her 71st birthday, was never coming back. What everyone has feared is my reality, and it's my grief, and it should be yours as well. It saddens me greatly to think about leaving a place I've made a home, raised my children, became an active member of this community by providing medical care to the underprivileged and underserved, volunteering, serving on boards, and cheering for the success of the city. But just as the Haitians were seeking a safe place to call home, I now have found myself in that same situation, wanting to abandon this city and all my efforts above and search for a safe place to raise my family. We need to change the laws for immigrants wanting to obtain a driver's license in Ohio.
All right, so very, very sad account of what's going on in Springfield. And she was even saying that there's been no justice. Nobody's even been charged with this crime. And this is devastating. These are real people in Springfield that are losing their loved ones and their family members. There was also just this week an 11-year-old boy. I think he was 11. He's 10 or 11, who got hit by a car as well too and lost his life. Very sad year. What's going on? And a big part of the problem is 20,000 people who do not speak English and have probably never driven a car are now being allowed to drive all over the place with cars that do not have tags. They're not following the rules. A lot of people only have temporary licenses where they don't have to directly demonstrate they can drive. They just have to pass a questionnaire test. And there's been reports that people are just getting the answers to the test and they're getting these temporary licenses and driving around, or they just don't have anything. They don't have insurance. This is causing insurance rates to skyrocket in Springfield and around the country as well too. Listen to this order that was just issued by the Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. It says, today he announced a new state support for the city of Springfield, which is dealing with significant stress on its healthcare and public safety systems due to the influx of thousands of Haitian migrants over the last several years. He said, quote, I want the people of Springfield and Clark County to know that as we move forward, we will continue to do everything we can to help the community deal with this surge of migrants, said Governor DeWine. Quote, the federal government has not demonstrated that they have any kind of plan to deal with the issue, but we will not walk away. It says the influx of Haitians into Springfield and Clark County has significantly impacted local primary care providers due to the increased number of patients and the need for more translation services. In general, migrants from Haiti have little to no healthcare services prior to arriving to the United States, including vaccinations. Governor DeWine announced today that he is dedicating $2.5 million towards expanding primary care access for everyone living in Springfield. Governor DeWine has directed the Ohio Department of Health to work with the Clark County Health Department and other healthcare providers in this effort to address the increase in dangerous driving in Springfield by inexperienced Haitian drivers and all others who disregard traffic laws. Governor DeWine directed the Ohio State Highway Patrol to support the Springfield Police Department with traffic enforcement. Beginning tomorrow morning, the Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers will patrol local roads with the highest crash rates and hold accountable any driver who drives erratically and risks the safety of others. These two initiatives and other support that the state has already provided to Springfield to aid in addressing the increase in the state's Haitian population, including, and then they list a whole host of other things that they've been doing, school-based healthcare clinics, all right, all these ongoing projects. But all these things are costing massive amounts of taxpayer funds, okay? They're saying that the healthcare systems in Springfield are overwhelmed too, and they're having, think about it, there's 58,000 people living there, 20,000 plus people, some reports over 30,000 now, 20 to 30,000. That's a quarter to a third of the population has just been dropped off in Springfield, this influx, and a lot of them need support, need benefits, need help, and are accessing these benefits at an increased rate. They're even saying most of these people have never had healthcare access in their entire life. So now they're coming to Springfield and they're having to deal with a cumulative healthcare backup of decades, okay? Decades of people not taking care of their teeth, taking care of their body, taking care of all these different things that need work and need done. And it's costing the city millions of dollars. And he just announced he's now sending millions more to Springfield as well too. So this is costing the Ohio taxpayers a lot of money, a big chunk. And the federal government has flown these people in and bust them in to these cities, and it's overwhelming them. It's overwhelming them. Springfield is still having new arrivals all the time. Every single week, these cities are having new arrivals. Okay, there are people arriving every single day on these buses. They're getting dropped off. And this is unsustainable. A lot of times they're just dropped off in the street, dropped off outside of a processing center, and they have nothing. They just go there to get signed up for all these different programs and wait to get access to any type of housing benefits or things like that. And I reported on a couple days ago at the Springfield meeting. They had another meeting a week or two ago, the city council meeting. This one that I just played recently was the newest one from just yesterday, September 10th. And she was saying that people are sleeping in her yard on mattresses, and they're camping out in her yard and piling up trash, and there's nothing she can do. The authorities will not do anything. And she's just an elderly lady, and she has really no recourse. There's nothing she can really do, she's saying. And she's saying she feels like she has to leave her own home because of this situation, right? So this is dire for the people living here. And this is just one city in America. This is not a sanctuary city. Springfield, Ohio is not a sanctuary city. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, well, they're voting for this, they want this. This is not even a sanctuary city, okay? And that's a whole nother issue as well, too, because the country is wide open. And these people are being bussed in and shipped in through these programs, through these asylum programs. Most of these people coming from Haiti are actually technically in a quasi-legal status of asylum, because Haiti is on the asylum list of countries, and actually most people from Haiti cannot be deported. There's a special status that they have if they come from Haiti. Okay, so that's the situation right now, and that's just one of many. Okay, there are countries all over the world that are coming to the United States. People are coming here in very high quantities, and it is overwhelming the local communities. Aurora, Colorado is having major issues right now. We're seeing problems in Chicago. We're seeing issues in Texas, multiple cities in Texas right now. We're seeing problems in Georgia, Alabama, Florida, New York, California. California is having issues too. They just don't report on it or do anything about it. It's just open there. So let me know what you guys are seeing down below, especially if you're in Springfield, okay? And please just hit it up for me down there to help get these warnings out. I appreciate that, guys. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying ready. This is a real problem here, just the driving. Okay, people are getting into crashes a ton, and they don't have insurance, so there's no claims they can even make. And their insurance rates are just going up because that's how it works. You just have to pay for it. Crashes go up of uninsured motorists. Your insurance goes up. It's skyrocketing in Springfield right now. And people are saying they don't even feel safe to walk around on the streets. Okay, so this is multi-layered. There's a lot of things going on, and nothing's being done about it, right? The Ohio governor is giving a response, but he's known this has been going on for years, and it's been allowed to happen. Okay, these arrivals and these drop-offs, nobody stops them. The federal government has open access to just drop people off wherever they want, apparently, and it doesn't seem like any state is really stopping them. So thank you, guys. I hope you have big blessings for your life, your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.